Season in the competitive Conference USA, and now it's time to crown a champion. The Conference USA Conference Championship game. Welcome everyone to NRG Stadium, home of the Texans here in Houston, Texas. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Team all over that to make the recovery. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense gets onto the field for the first time today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Gets made on the out route. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down mark.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Here we go on fourth down. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. So the UTEP Miners offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men who are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team. Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact, no penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but need this crucial conversion right now. Receiver makes the catch. They'll stop it short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down.
Great job by this defense at tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards, you pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down play coming up. There's the handoff. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there from the stop.
What a job at the line of scrimmage by this defense. Looked like a no-brainer. Second and short, easy first down. No. Denied. Stopped. Bring up third down.
That's big. They convert on third and set up first down from the 32.
Well, that's some good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserted themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pit.
And it's picked off. He throws it right in the double coverage and pays for it.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Makes the catch. It's Marchuk. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for first and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Sure hands. It's Holman. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up the first down.
They get him down with the junior with an excellent run there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up, the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
With the catch, it's Johnson.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And the Golden Gophers are in the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Marchuk. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Tight end makes the grab.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking for a man. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The game makes it second and medium. And the same runner's got it again. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And it's Minnesota in front here, Kirk. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. The Miners will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. And the quarterback keeps it here. He's talking, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Really good route here by this receiver. Quarterback does his job, puts the ball right where it needs to be. But how about the play by that defender to knock it away?
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Can he get there on the ground? The Golden Gophers pick up enough for a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They're going to throw it on third and very long. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. And the Golden Gophers will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. UTEP's offense is back out there now. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Ball handed off.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
The tight end has got it. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Pass defense.
So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. Catch made over the middle. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Grabbed by the receiver. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
last week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special, he kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that short completion. Back to throw again. Quick catch over the middle. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looking right, this one caught. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That pass is caught. Touchdown, Niners! Great connection there for 6 points.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. They call the counter play here. Brought down after the nice spin move. Just a small gain by the offense.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Nice grab. It's Marshall. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, this is outstanding by this offense. 3rd down conversion. The wideout sells that he's going to go downfield, turns and breaks back to the quarterback, sees the quarterback's eyes, and he puts the football right on his numbers. Very nice 3rd down conversion on the curl.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And that sets up a return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. One more play before they head to the locker room. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Oh, and they got him for a sack to wrap up the first 2 quarters of play here. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, a Conference USA Championship game that's already had its share of stirring moments. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. The
Miners offense is back out on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Oh, he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw it again. And it's caught. And the Miners pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
The Miners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Completion nets about 9 yards, not enough for the first, and it's 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake throws the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open player.
They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Holman. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The sure hands. It's Marchuk. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. That's caught. It's Holman. Finding some room at the 25. We make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. The Golden Gophers are going to cash in the red zone. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to pass here on second down. Running back has it on the screen now. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
It's a draw play. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the offense dialing up a draw play, but it goes backwards. Not exactly what they were hoping for in that play call.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will tie the game here.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here comes the UTEP offense back on the field now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Makes a quick grab.
I'm so used to seeing this guy just come in and block and try to open up holes. How about getting his hands on the ball? Tip your cap to the offensive coordinator for that call.
He'll hand it off. Good enough for first down yardage.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
That gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Well, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
We'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Miners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Catch made on the left side. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. What a ride it's been so far. We're set up for a classic finish to see who's going to claim this conference championship. Let's take one final look at the stats. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Who's got it right near the end zone? Touchdown, UTEP. They jump on top now here in the 4th. The They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out. It's Marshall. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on their ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. It's a nice gain. We'll move the football up to the 27. First set it down to the offense after that first down completion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. Can he make it to the marker? And the defense smothers him for no gain.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
We'll call for the fair catch here. UTEP's offense is back out there now. Grinding away on the ground. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll feed the back again. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down after that run on the previous play. QB to the tight end for a completion. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch ball in here over the middle. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first-and-goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this 3rd down to keep him short of the 1st down. Now it's 4th down, and an interesting decision for this offense.
Miners into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. So the drive will begin from the 1-yard line, 99 away from the end zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? And now they'll just clock it to freeze the time.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Pressure is coming. Oh, they've got him. A 4th down sack and a turnover on downs.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Talk about a perfect end to the regular season, becoming champions of Conference USA. They've accomplished a goal, and they've made their case. Now it comes down to what the committee decides to do to see if this championship team is going to get an invite to the college football playoff. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
everyone, and welcome to the Big Easy. Today in New Orleans, Louisiana, Caesars Superdome, home of the R+L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So FIU's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a bang.
Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a three-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So the UTEP Miners offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quick strike complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. There he goes. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They just keep firing. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the Miners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Let's it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly. And this
touchdown, UTEP! First points of the day are on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gives it on the option. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. FIU pushing tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Proctor. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Give to the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on fourth.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a man on the right. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Proctor. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability.
Turning it on! They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. FIU will line up to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on first down. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boys, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Proctor. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. Now the lead is down to 11. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Got him downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, UTEP! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The play action fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly.
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Back to pass on second down. It's complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Trying to get behind the defense. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Working well behind the sticks on second down.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Miners send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. To the air. It's Proctor. Pressure coming. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Great play by the defense. They're getting to the quarterback, knocking it loose, and falling on the fumble, and now they're giving it right back to their own offense right at the goal line.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Going for 6. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In a sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that pass play fell incomplete.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team's doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had every...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Pucks it out of the air. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now adjusting. Hit as he throws. Zings it complete to the right. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the 1st down at the 41. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. Talk about an entertaining first half and always such a fun and vibrant environment there at the New Orleans Bowl.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the 2nd half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, just more of the same here in the 2nd half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season. And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The little toss to the fullback there didn't get big yardage, but it does let the defense know they can't ignore it.
Dang right. It's a changeup. It's not going to be something I live with and do all the time and try to feature him out of the backfield, but if I can slip him the football every now and again and deter you from blitzing and assuming run when the fullback's always in the football.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Miners look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. And the Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Completes it in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Rushes on him. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out and the quarterback looked...
Touchdown, UTEP! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
31, Florida International, 3.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Turns it loose. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got it. 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And Finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to...
He wants to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Hand off from the shotgun. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Makes the grab. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On target. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. FIU set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Proctor. He's got his man. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Reeder. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Power football with the run. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. He'll do it himself. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Panther! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
to the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Miners decide to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receipt.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the team.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miners.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Florida International, 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Working the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to run it. Keeps it himself and gets to first. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. On the move, he fires. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee. And
there he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
And the Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this up.
Touchdown, FIU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse. Turning it on! And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Miners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll leave it with him. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and our...